Alright. Yeah, and once again, I apologize, man. I got the sniffles, so bear with me. Rather than holding that weapons A, B, C, and D as necessary before one can begin to practice magic, we set out upon our paths and let the weapons declare themselves to us. As Don Juan says, there is no such thing as an accident to a man of knowledge. Everything is out there, waiting to happen. Thus, rather than seeking a weapon out or popping around to the nearest occult supermarket and buying one, we attract the necessary instruments to us by our works. It may manifest by being found, given as a gift, or appear as an inspired entity from some other dimension. An example of this latter approach is a horned staff owned by Scarab, who was inspired to draw during a moment of vacuity watching TV, and hours later sought it on the astral. Retired about 1:45 a.m., proceeded to visualize the image of the staff in an Egyptian temple. Found the staff stuck in a recess in the floor, so that it stood upright. Grasped the staff with my right hand, and a burst of very strong energy flooded through me, starting at the base of my spine, breathtaking but not violent. Vibrated the god names of the staff received earlier: Ra, Isis, Maat, Hathor, Sekhmet. With each vibration, the ripples increased. Changing physical posture did not interrupt this. Let go of the staff and assumed astral form of Osiris slain. Felt calm, clear, but tired. Grasped the staff again and felt physical vibrations run along my right arm. Invoked Hathor and mentally said, "Enough, I can't take any more." The energy flow ceased abruptly. Left the astral form of the staff in the temple. Closed at 5:35 a.m. Scarab notes that the subsequent assembly of the physical staff was a transformation in itself. Though the etheric form and personality has been to a large extent already established. When watching Scarab and the staff in action, it is sometimes hard to decide who is wielding who. The weapon has knowledge and its own attendant familiars. Uh-oh. Just got a message from Rob Revere. I think he's been hit in the bottle, ladies and gentlemen. It says, "Roar!" So, we might have to dig Rob Revere up at a certain point tonight, but he seems a little frisky, so... No, yeah. When watching Scarab and the staff in action, it is sometimes hard to decide who is wielding who. The weapon has knowledge and its own attendant familiars, and may yet abandon Scarab if it finds someone else who can effect its purpose with greater precision. Alright, neuromancy centers all occult ability and potentia within the human brain, possibly the least understood and most complex system of all. All occult exercises, according to this model, have some kind of effect on the brain, and it also follows that in respect to experiences with ASCs, possession, gnosis, etc., that the root event is occurring at a neurological level. Thus, the aim of any psychotechnology is to unlock the powers of the human brain. We believe that the evolutionary adaptation of humanity is an ongoing development of consciousness, and the place where all vectors meet in consciousness is expressed in physical form as the individual biosystem. Of all the techniques of neuromancy, recourse to chemognosis, drugs, is the most widespread across cultures and in the Western Hemisphere particularly. One that arouses much controversy. Only those who have received medical training and can hence say from a position of authority that they do not know how the brain works are allowed to tamper with it through ECT, surgery, and the good old chemical kosh. While it is fine for these watchdogs to impose their will upon the brains of others, it is quite another matter for non-qualified people to try it on themselves. Techno-shamanism. Why use a crystal ball? Try an untuned television set. Comes with free white noise, too. 2. Recover other people's discards and use them to produce magical objects. Talismans made from photo montages and collages, scrap tins, and old radio parts. 3. Invoke the fetishes of the modern age. Channel the corporate identities of Unilever or Max Factor. What we call sorcery, they call advertising. Number 4, rituals to stop the city. Shoplifting, rent strikes, or computer zaps are much more fun than all the usual stuff. See if you can conjure a poltergeist to squat in the local tax office. Number 5, experiment with fake radio news broadcasts. Make tapes announcing the weird and wacky, then play them quietly in crowded trains and buses. Watch people thinking, did I really hear that? And seize the momentary suspension of reality to get some off-the-cuff sorcery done. 6, perhaps we need a revolution of the sorcerers. We are magic. This is not a boast. You will not find chaos magicians sprayed, chaos magic for that matter, sprayed on bus shelters. Well, you might. I don't know. What magic isn't something we do or something we're into. It's what we've decided to be. But our magic isn't something we scuttle away and do after work, at weekends, or once a week when the gang gets together. Hell, the best group we get done, the best group work we get done is when we are apart. Magic, we live, eat, breathe, and shit. This essay is a brief pause in the video, a momentary pause for us. By the time you read this, we're gone on a collision course with our futures. Write your chaos magic tome. Why buy books on chaos magic when you can write your own? It's simple. All you need is a load of paper, pens, glue, and the mind-altering substance of your choice. I prefer cheap whiskey. So go to the library and choose books at random. Collect a pile of magazines from wherever you can get them free. Record bits of other people's conversations. Get all your bits together and place on the floor in a big pile. Ingest the sacrament, throw the pile about, and start cutting things, not the library books, into clippings. When you enter Gnosis or just get bored, sweep the lot into a big cardboard box. Don't forget to insert the word chaos into the text every 2 or 3 phrases. And next week we'll be showing you how to make a cover-up to keep it all in. Cue theme music credits. This is usually the stage in every chaos magic tome where the authors start running out of verbal diarrhea insults and start padding things out with examples of rituals, spells, new systems of divination, or equations. So without further ado, we present the chaos magic banishing ritual. Fuck off, you bastards. There is no tyranny in the state of confusion. The media acts to censor information. All media nets are programmed to give the illusion of free speech and multiple options. Political manipulation of the media is becoming increasingly overt. Who cares? What about the so-called underground of occult zines? They tend to be the product of individuals, orders, or groups, and provide an essential network for passing information along or of injecting a healthy dose of disinformation. We tend to judge an occult group on the basis of the information circulating about them. Such judgments are at best tenuous. Over the last few years, we've seen the chaosists versus traditionalists debate the bitchcraft of Wicca and the numerous, that's right, the bitchcraft of fucking Wicca and the numerous OTO factions all jostling for position. Although there is much discussion of the chaos current, the most powerful current is that of electric cash registers ringing up another sale. Ching! Chaos magic is already dead, and the only living debate is between the vultures over who gets to gnaw the biggest bones. So climb back into your KO chambers, spheres, polytrapezoids, and disappear up your own void flows. Prime example. That's right, bitchcraft! A prime example, wouldn't you say, of the spectacle recovering a situation. Fucking Wicca. Doubtless there be attempts to place chaos magicians into the faction jigsaw. Fair enough. But we like everybody. We like the OTO, ONA, IOT, OS, OTOA, BOTA, SOL, OCS. We also like the people who go on at great length about what they don't like. Insert your own choice. We may even be Kabbalists poking fun at the whole chaos magic pose. Chaos magic has been the eons thing. Relatively big bucks on the strength of the frothing of the occult media. Some say it did for magic what punk did for the music scene. What follows then? Neuromagic. Okay. Number one, by the time you hear this, you will no longer be in Lincoln. Number two, we are not an order in the accepted sense. Number three, apikorsos is a Greek word for skeptic. My tree bears a strange fruit. Share and share alike. Eris, the stupid book. Okay, how about the Black Gin Curse? Well, wait a minute. Black Gin Curse. The Black Gin Curse. There we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we shall be back right after these words from our sponsor. Who's going to sponsor us this time? Oh, shit. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and we'll let that run. Yeah, so we shall be back right after these words from our sponsor, the Crow Boys.
To